Now to the latest on the crisis in the Middle East. An update now on a mother and daughter from Evanston being held hostage by the terror group Hamas. Their rabbi tells us that Natalie and Judith Renan are alive and being held at an unknown location. The rabbi said in the last 24 hours, the Israeli government contacted Natalie's father and Judith's sister who live in Israel.
And in the meantime, large-scale evacuations are underway as the Israeli military gets ready for a full-scale ground invasion of Gaza. And WGN's Patrick Elwood tracking today's developments. He joins us with the latest. Pat?
Good afternoon. With a ground offensive by Israeli forces looming, Palestinians in Gaza are fleeing by the tens of thousands, as President Biden says that the U.S. stands firmly behind Israel.
It was an exodus of enormous proportions as Palestinians fled northern Gaza Friday, heading to the southern part of the territory. Israel issued that order in advance of what could be a ground assault by its troops. Throughout the day, shelling between Israel forces and Hamas took place. Entire buildings and blocks reduced to rubble. Entire families could be seen driving their own vehicles, with some hitching rides aboard buses and trucks, their possessions in hand as they left. Over the last week, thousands of civilians have died, and now hospitals are overrun with the wounded. The United Nations called Israel's order for people to flee to southern Gaza the beginnings of a humanitarian crisis. Israeli leaders are unapologetic about its response to what began last Saturday, with Hamas rockets being launched and Israeli hostages being taken.
Hamas has shown itself to be an enemy of civilization.
The Gerald R. Ford Carrier Strike Force Group is in the area, and more ships could be on the way. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin were in Israel today, with Austin assuring Israel that, quote, "We have your back." Late this afternoon, President Biden spoke about the whole matter.
I also want to say a word about the situation in Israel. The more we learn about the attack, the more horrifying it becomes. More than 1,000 innocent lives lost, including at least 27 Americans. These guys make Al-Qaeda look pure. They're pure evil. As I said from the beginning, the United States, make no mistake about it, stands with Israel.
The exchange of fire across the blue line is very worrying. It must stop.
Anti-Israel and anti-U.S. demonstrations are popping up in Iran, Yemen, and Jordan, among others. We'll continue to monitor events and report back throughout the afternoon and evening. Ben and Ray, back to you.
Patrick, thanks. And Palestinian supporters rallied in New York City, calling for support for the West Bank. Thousands marched in Times Square as part of what they called an International Day of Action for Palestine. Former leader of Hamas has called for the worldwide demonstrations. Police did increase security to handle the protests and say there are no credible threats of any violence.